All right, folks. It's a crazy world, but I want to bring something to your attention. Maybe it'll help you make sense of it. Okay, this site is called StockFetcher, and it's a good tool to look up different stocks. But right now, we're going to go right to industries. Okay, and there's one industry I want you to look at. I think this is very, very interesting industry: gold mining. Okay, and right now, what we're looking at, okay, Monday, September 29th, 2025. But what I want to do is right here, we can go back in time and look at it just just 2 months ago. Not quite. It was actually August 4th that I found very interesting. Now, why August 4th? Well, it was the most common date that these charts show something very interesting. I'm going to point it out to you right away. What I want to do is I want to just list these charts with the greatest percentage gains descending. See, the highest one is at the top. Okay, the top one would have made you in less than 2 months 125%, but that's a low priced penny stock. See, it's only 97 cents. But the point is not the individual stocks. What I want to show you are the charts and what is going on in the whole industry, every stock, not just one. Look, this is a 2 year chart. The, the time period of just less than 2 months is this shaded area. See it? Right here was that date I picked. If I could, it's hard to pinpoint it. August 4th. See this? That's the date I picked because most of these charts show the stock shooting to the moon. Like that something happened. I don't know what that something was, but folks, look at every single chart in that shaded area. See, this is 2 years. The shaded area is less than 2 months, August 4th to today, which is September 29th. September 29th is all the way to the right here. You see, this is August 4th. I just want you to understand what you're looking at. Okay, August 4th, right? Look at the shaded area. Okay, look again right here, right? I'm a little off. It's hard. I'm using my finger on my tablet trying to nail that. August 4th. See it right here? August 4th. Look at the gray area. Look. It shoots up. It was around $14 right here. Now it's 28. You see this? Look, folks, do you see how it shot like a rocket to the moon? All right, let's just look at them all. Look, this one took a little longer, a little late, maybe a week later. Again, it's a penny stock, see? So that one, you don't want to deal with penny stocks. But look at the entire industry, folks. They're all going to the moon. Look, they're blasting off. Like take this chart, okay? Steady, like over. Wait, I just hit a button. Let me go back here. Look, it's steady. It's steady. It's going up. It's going up. It's steady, right from left to right. Steady. Then all of a sudden, right here, August 4th, ba-boom! Look, it takes off. It hits another. It hits another gear. It starts to go hyperbolic. Look, look at this one. It's the same thing. Look, look. This one was losing. It was going the wrong direction. It was going down, and then all of a sudden, even this one, which was a loser, starts taking off. Look, it starts taking off. This one again, look, it had a collapse. As crazy as this one's chart is, right? Again, a low price stock. So you don't deal with these $1.20, $1.40, but they're all going up at after the 4th, August 4th, something happened, folks. Look at this one. Look, it went from $4 to 7. It's almost 100% gain. What the heck is it saying here? 57%. I guess because it's more. It's more like. It's more like in here. $4.66, and right here it's not quite 8. Well, anyway, look. Each one taking off. You see this? Look at this one. It's a low price stock. Look at it. Look at this one again. Penny stock, low price. Still though, going up. Look at this one. Taking off from 22 to 34. This one's very sloppy. Again, penny stock. Don't mess with them. Matter of fact, if we just let's look at them. Let's look at the table, right? Is there a loss? Is in the last 2 months there's one loser. There's one. Let's look at that one. Let's look at the chart. The last one. The charts. Let's pull them up. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just flip it. Look, I'll flip this by clicking here. The losers come on the top. This is the only loser. This is like some. Who even knows what happened here? It. I don't even know. Right? What kind of chart is this? See, that's so ugly. You don't want to mess with stuff like that. You want steady. I'll show you something. Here, I'll do it like this. If we put the largest, instead of penny stocks, we get the biggest ones, right? These are the names you might have heard of. Franco-Nevada Corp, Royal Gold, Eagle Mines, Newmont Mining, Anglo Gold, Ashanti, Goldfields, okay, Barrick Mining, Eldorado Gold. I've heard of all these. Okay, now that's me. I followed some of this stuff for years now. I listen to Peter Schiff, and it's just like look at these charts. Though the big ones. All right, look at these charts. Look at how they're pretty nice charts, smooth. Like see this is the 200-day moving average, the purple line. See how that stayed above the. This is a 2-year chart, folks. It's just trending up and up and up and up, right? This one dipped underneath. This one dipped a little underneath the 200. But look at them taking off in this time period right here. Look at this. It's crazy. So all I'm saying is something happened, and we usually don't look. But do I have to say anything? Look, this stock really didn't do much, and then all of a sudden, boom! Right there, look how it took off from 22. Like I remember this one now. Oh, that's Barrick Gold. This is one of the biggest companies, one of the biggest. I think Newmont and Barrick are in the spotlight. It's not like you're like you're finding a penny stock like a needle in a haystack, and you got a lottery ticket. You just got lucky. This is a commonly public traded, like Wall Street knows of it, people know of it. I've been following Peter Schiff, and he said that they're not even talking about this on the financial channels. They're still talking about Bitcoin, they're talking about the AI revolution, right? And who would have thought the old gold mining stocks would be jumping like this? Now, he's been telling us, Peter's been warning about the inflation for years, right? Something's going on. Maybe it's finally they flicked the switch. The insiders, the people who are ahead of it before we even know. That's why they say buy the rumor, sell the news. Because by the time the news comes out, they're already all in. So it's like too late. They're not talking about this yet. I mean, when will they start mentioning this? Right? I mean, the whole industry is taking off now. One thing I want to show you also, because Peter mentions this all the time. If I just click this, like this chart, right, and I can change the ticker. I'm going to put GLD. That's the ETF that trades gold, right? It's the ETF. And all the same, okay, here's a 2-year chart. Look at this thing. This is the 200-day moving average, the purple one. Look how it's been above for 2 years. Last time it was under it was way back here. Okay? If you bought here, right? What was the share price back then? Right here. Like say I bought there. You go all the way to the right, this blue line, and it was 180. And now it's 351. What was the last close? Somewhere here, I think 351. See it? 352. Okay? So that's some rise. And again, look right here, like we've been doing. Okay? Even this ETF is taking off. It's blasting off from around 300. What is this? 309 to 352. Okay? And that's an ETF. The GLD, I believe that, yeah. Gold shares. I'm trying to think. GDX, was that one? Let me see something. Gold miners. Yes, this is the GDX. That's the one. Gold miners. See? It's an ETF of gold miners. That's the one I was supposed to look at. Okay. Because we were looking at gold mining stocks. Folks, you see what happens? GLD is gold itself, I believe. This is the gold miners. Okay, those that dig it out of the ground. And look at the day I nailed it. Look at this, the 4th, right? Something changed. This thing went from like 54 to 75. Do you understand? Something, it's over $20. That's almost what's the return on this thing since then, right? Like it's almost what? Let's see, 20. That would be almost a 50% return, just shy of a 50% return. My God! And this is an ETF. The reason why this is going up is because the whole industry is going up. Like I said, I just showed it to you. Something happened, folks. Something is going on. I don't know what's coming, but it's got me worried.